Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Aprender English. I'm Missy. You came here to find the top 10 reasons to learn English. So I'm going to explain that in this video today. Let's begin. Connect with other human beings. I would definitely say that this is the most beneficial reason for learning English. I myself have learned 2 other languages. I realize that the more languages I learn, the more I open myself up to meeting and getting to know other people. I find it particularly beneficial when I meet people who are living here in the United States and are unable to speak English. When I speak to them in their own language, they feel at home. Their tension decreases, and they are able to comfortably communicate and converse with me. It is a great feeling to be able to open up your world and speak to people that you would have been unable to communicate with before. I have made so many friends this way that I would have never even had the opportunity to meet had I not known their language. Who doesn't want more friends? Learn more about cultures. When you learn to speak a language, you are able to connect more to the culture of that language. You are able to be more sensitive to the differences in that culture. Language is greatly influenced by a culture. When you learn another language, you will become more culturally aware and will be able to relate to the people who speak the language more. Language is, obviously, the most direct way to another culture. Learning a foreign language makes more positive attitudes and less prejudice to people who are different. We can learn more about other traditions that are associated with the culture and grow our understanding for it. This will make us more aware of differences and will help us to have more acceptance and tolerance for others. Travel. As we all know, it is very difficult to travel to a foreign country when we are unable to speak the language. We can often feel trapped if we are unable to communicate. When you know the language of the country that you are traveling to, you will be able to enjoy your travel experience far more. You will not feel isolated and will have much more ease as you travel. Knowing English is very beneficial when you travel because it is widely spoken all over the world. So, even if you travel to a country that speaks a different language, you are likely to run into someone who speaks English to help you get by. Knowing the language of the country you are traveling to will enable you to have a richer experience and will let you appreciate it more. The citizens of the country will also be more respectful and helpful to you if you show that you know their language. It will also be far easier for you to navigate to places away from where tourists generally go. There are places that are not accessible to those who do not know the language. Get paid more. Knowing English will advance your career tremendously. Employers are searching for those who know English and will offer a higher salary to those who are bilingual. It is beneficial to the company to hire someone who knows 2 languages versus someone who knows only 1. This way, if they interact with foreigners, they can have you work with them and save money by not paying a translator. English and Chinese are the most spoken languages in the entire world, and knowing one of these will boost your career. When an employer is going to hire a new employee, and there are 2 who both have the same education and experience, but one knows English and the other doesn't, they are more likely to pick the candidate that speaks English. I have seen this here. For example, I have a friend who is a nurse. She speaks English and Spanish. After the interview, it was narrowed down to 3 candidates. After 2 days, she got a call from the Human Resources Department to let her know that she got the job. They explained to her that all 3 candidates were equally exceptional, but because she knew another language, they decided to hire her over the other 2. They also told her that they would be adding a $500 monthly stipend to her salary because she is bilingual. Knowing 2 or more languages is definitely advantageous for your career. Improve your first language. It may seem odd, but I have learned firsthand that learning a second or third language strengthens your first language. You become much more aware of pronunciation and grammar in your own language when you are studying another language. It also makes you familiar with new vocabulary in your own language. You may become aware of words in your first language that you never even knew or recognized before, but will recognize them as you learn vocabulary in another language. Many words in one language have been borrowed from another. These words may or may not be used as frequently in our language as they are in another, but they will become more accessible to us. This will make you sound more educated and fluent in your own language as you utilize this vocabulary in your conversations. Delay dementia. It has been proven that learning another language reduces your risk of getting dementia or Alzheimer's as you age. It prevents cognitive decline and mental aging. It is very important to exercise your brain. Dementia and Alzheimer's is a loss of cognitive ability. The more you use your brain, the more brain cells you will develop throughout your lifetime. Being bilingual helps your cognition, and studies show that those who are bilingual have a lower incidence of Alzheimer's. In people who have dementia, the first signs showed on average at age 71 for monolinguals. For bilinguals, on average, the first signs showed at age 75. Learning language makes more connections in your brain, and the more you use it, the longer it will last. Build confidence. Anyone who learns another language knows that you make mistakes. This can sometimes be embarrassing and discouraging. As we learn another language, we have to build our confidence as we try to speak. We learn that making mistakes is just part of the process. We have to push ourselves outside of our comfort zone. The more we are not afraid to make mistakes, the faster we will learn the language. Once you have learned enough of the language to communicate, despite the struggles, you will feel much more confident. You will feel very accomplished the more fluent you become in the language. Increase skills to problem solve and multitask. As you learn another language, such as English, believe it or not, you will also be improving your problem solving and memory. Learning English will help you think with more abstract concepts. You will also enhance your ability to concentrate and multitask. Switching between two languages will increase your ability to multitask between other things in your daily life. You learn to juggle between two different languages and will do this more efficiently the more you learn. You will be able to transfer your multitasking skills to any other situation in life. You will also boost your skills to be more analytical, which will make you more vigilant and intelligent. Move to or study in another country. If you know the language of the country, you know that it will be much easier to navigate if you live there. Living in the country of the language that you are learning will also improve your speaking and comprehension skills immensely. You will build more confidence as you are immersed in the language and are forced to speak. You will be able to make many friends. If you are studying in the country, you will be able to understand the professors and participate in the classes. Taking in the information when you are in the class will obviously be much easier if you speak the language. Getting a job in the country will also be possible if you speak the language. You will be very limited in employment opportunities if you live in a country where you don't speak the language. Act as an interpreter. If you know English, you can act as an interpreter for any English speaker who comes to your country. If you see a traveler struggling to communicate, you will be able to easily help them. This also will build your confidence and give you satisfaction that you are able to help others. Also, if you see someone who can only speak English in your country and you speak to them, it can make them feel great and ease their tensions. it will let you connect to them. They will feel more comfortable and less stressed when they are able to communicate in their own language. As you can see, there are so many benefits to learning English. It is not just beneficial to you, but to others as well. You can make new friends, build confidence, and become more aware and accepting of others. These are my top 10 reasons for learning English. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, click like down below. Also, subscribe to our channel. If you don't want to miss any of our videos, click on the little bell below so that you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video. If you like learning English and want to improve it, check out our ebook. In this ebook, you will learn a lot of English in 90 days. Just 90 days of commitment for 10 minutes each day, and you will see your English improve. There are audios that come along with the ebook, so you will be improving not only your spoken English, but your English listening skills as well. You can find the ebook at this website. Thanks for joining me in this video today. If you like, check out our other two channels, Inglés Express and Inglés para ti. Subscribe to those two channels as well. I'll see you guys next time. Ciao, bla bonitos!